Hello and welcome, my name's Glenn Jackson. I'm here for the first of our discussions this year around Match Review Committee. In 2015 we're going to be looking at the match review process and some of the incidents that come out of each weekend. I'm joined on this occasion by the Match Review Coordinator, Mick Buettner. Thanks for joining us, Mick.
Happy to be here, Jacko.
So first up we're going to look at Thursday night. It was the opening round of the NRL Premiership and a couple of charges to come out of that one. James Gavay was a talking point. He has pled guilty to a grade 2 shoulder charge, so he's looking at 3 weeks on the sidelines for that. Mick, can you explain why that one was a grade 2 shoulder charge?
Yeah, I guess there's probably 3 key components to that. The first one being that his upper arm was tucked into the side. The force there was considered low to moderate. He made direct contact with his shoulder to the head of Isaac Luke, and there was no wrapping motion of the arms. So with that arm being tucked into the side and then no wrapping motion, that clearly indicates to us it's a shoulder charge, and due to the force being low to moderate, that took it or elevated it up to a grade 2 level.
Okay, and Ben Lowe was the other charge out of the Thursday night encounter. Mick, can you tell us about that one? Yeah,
that's a crusher tackle, a grade 1. That's obviously where the players failed to release the pressure on the back of the neck there. Ben Lowe found himself in a position where he had locked the arms and the body or the head against his chest and failed to release, therefore forcing pressure down onto the neck of Sam Tide, and that took it to a grade 1 level.
A couple of others from the weekend. I wanted to ask you, Mick, about the Josh Reynolds trip. There was no charge laid against Josh Reynolds. Obviously, there is a charge against Jonathan Thurston. We were unable to really talk about that. It's before the Match Review Committee. He's been charged, but Josh Reynolds wasn't charged. Can you explain why he wasn't charged for his trip?
Yeah, look, there was an element, I guess, with the Josh Reynolds tackle where he used his arm and went to try and make a tackle, and there was that wrapping motion. So we did see the leg come out, but felt that the arm was simultaneous in terms of in trying to make that tackle. Therefore, it took it away from the charge.
Okay, well, so there was another incident on Friday night that we wanted to look at. It was the Junior Paulo dangerous throw. He has been charged. There isn't a lot we can say, but we wanted to get into the process around the charge and the possible suspension. Junior Paulo was charged with a grade 3 dangerous throw with a tackle on Matt Ballin, but it is because of significant loading that he might be looking at a longer suspension. There was a similar offence last year which carries a 50% loading, as well as a non-similar incident last year which also adds another 20% of loading. So he's looking at effectively 70% loading. Then you throw in the carryover points, and he's obviously looking at now a potential suspension of 7 matches or 9 matches. So it goes from 5 up to a higher level when you're looking at an added loading. Mick, obviously that's not something that you consider as a match review committee when you are looking at incidents that is specifically that incident.
Yeah, most definitely. It's our focus is the incident itself, and then the system obviously takes place in terms of the loading and the carryover points.
Okay, well that's it for this week's instalment, looking at the Match Review Committee decisions of this week. We will be putting together videos each week. You can look out for them on nrl.com. But I'd like to thank you, Mick, for your time today, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah, looking forward to it.